Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda. Today I'm here with my ColourPan 3.0 update. This is a project that I did last year, just kind of going through my ColourPop collection, getting more use out of some things. I'm this year using a lot of the items that I have in my chopping block as items that I'm pulling into these projects so I can be sure to get the use out of them that I want. And I'm here with an update. This is a Fantastic Ladies Facebook project, so I'll have that information listed in the description box, the group, and then the participants. So go ahead and check out all of the participants. And if you're coming from one of those participating channels, hello, my name is Amanda. Be sure to subscribe and let me know that you're coming from one of those channels because that's fun. Let's get to the update. The rules for this project are to choose 3 to 6 ColourPop 4-3 Beauty or Soul Body products to use up, have a usage goal, whatever your goal is. You can set those rules as whatever you would like, but the main rules are the products have to be from the ColourPop 4-3 Beauty or Soul Body brand. I feel like I haven't seen anything new from Soul Body in a long time. Do they still make Soul Body? I chose 5 items. I chose 3 Super Shock shadows and 2 palettes. The Super Shock shadows I've been using, but I don't really have any progress on them. One of the Super Shocks is to use it all year. That's the goal. So at some point I'll put an update picture in, but you know, that one's gonna be very slow going. And the other 2 are both to hit pan or until I hate it. I haven't had either of those situations arise at this point in time, so we're going to be talking about the palettes. The first palette was the Wild Nothing palette. This beautiful, very simple, basic, neutral, kind of nothing palette, but beautiful palette. My goal was to use every shade in this palette 5 times. I did do that, and I really like this palette. I am going to keep it. I'm saying this as someone who likes brighter colors and blues and purples and greens and more vibrant colors. I think this is boring, but I also think it's beautiful. I see the appeal and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to take my little chopping block sticker. That being said, I do think these colors are beautiful. This shade and this shade are Super Shocks. This one is so satiny and, what is it called? Spirited. It's just a beautiful color. This is a very easy to use, you don't need to think about much palette when you're using it. I really enjoy it. You know, sometimes you want that, and I think this is really nice. It still performs really well, and the colors are beautiful. So I'm going to roll this one out, but we got some good use out of Wild Nothing. And look at the cover, isn't that gorgeous? That is just so pretty. And then the other palette is the All That palette. I love this palette. I feel like this is a sleeper ColourPop palette. This is a pressed glitter, so I didn't use that one. I have not used every shade in this palette yet because I think it's gone bad. It smells, and I've never had a ColourPop palette smell before. And I don't know if that's because these are red shades and they have, you know, what is that shade? Is it carmine? I don't know if these have carmine in them. I'm just kind of assuming they do because they're red. I don't know. It doesn't smell good though. And that makes me really nervous to put it on my eyes. So I'm going to just remove this entirely. This is a chopping block palette, so you're gonna see it again in my next chopping block update, whenever that is. But I think I'm gonna pass this palette on, and I really don't want to because I love these colors. These reds are so beautiful. It is a beautiful deep red, like liquid metal, just absolutely gorgeous shade. But I open this, I mean, I can smell it from here and it's sitting on this desk right here. I don't think that's normal, and I don't remember this palette ever smelling like that, so I'm not gonna keep using it. I think it's gone off, you know, which is annoying because I think this palette is beautiful. This is actually one of my favorite ColourPop palettes. It's I think a lesser known, lesser talked about palette. I know that everyone talks about the newer palettes. I have a lot of older ColourPop palettes that aren't available anymore. and that's what I'm trying to use. But I've just never had a palette do this, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I'm not gonna keep using something that smells weird on my eyes, okay? I ain't trying to go blind. You know, I'm very thankful for my vision, so I'm not trying to mess any of it up. So I'm going to be rolling in 2 new items, and we're gonna stick with eyeshadow palettes. The first is the Dream Street palette, an OG Kathleen Lights and ColourPop palette. I haven't used this palette in years. But this one doesn't smell, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I love this shade, but it feels very out of place in this palette to me, so I gotta figure out how I wanna use it. But I wanna use every shade in this palette 3 times because 5 felt like a lot. I don't know why. And while we're talking about OG Kathleen Lights palettes, this is the Zodiac, and I'm not sure I've ever used this palette, to be very honest. It looks like maybe 3 of the shades have been used, but I don't know. Again, I want to use every shade in here 3 times. I do think this packaging is really pretty. It does come with a mirror. It does come with a mirror. I don't care about that. And I truly don't care about the Zodiac, but whatever. I liked the colors. That's why I bought it. I love this purple shade. So use both of these palettes, each shade in here 3 times. If you were doing the ColourPan 3.0 project, I would love to know how your progress is going. Have you ever had a ColourPop palette smell? I'm really bummed because I love that palette. Those reds are, I'm not holding a pen. Those reds are just, they're beautiful. But I'm not putting funky eyeshadow on my eyes. I'm not doing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I will talk to you in my next video.